Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I just recorded a whole 15-20 minute video and it wasn't even recording, y'all. It wasn't recording because the battery had done died. But anyway, I'm getting back on here to finish the video. Now I gotta start over. I said a lot. All right, but it's okay. We're gonna start over and action. Yeah, it's crazy because it's so crazy how the enemy works. Like, he tries so hard to stop us, to block us from what it is that we're going after, from what it is that we want to do. And that's going to be something that plays into what I'm going to talk about today. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Shandricka. Thank you so much for joining. If you're not new, if you're a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. We're in a different setting right now. I love the nature, so I just came out to just sit in nature and listen to the birds chirp and just look at the grass and the trees and just be thankful for what God put here on this earth. Okay. Anyway, I am here to talk to y'all about a lot of stuff. I just want to talk. I always have like a lot to say. I just said a lot, but I'm gonna say it again. I always have a lot to say in the morning times. Like, my mind is just open and just I'm ready to give. So I write like a lot in my journal. I talk to God a lot in the morning, throughout the day anyway, but in the morning we're just like talking. I'm talking and he's talking back and I'm just like, ugh, it's so beautiful. But anywho, I want to discuss thinking bigger, faster. Let me explain, okay? When we go through situations and circumstances that feel like they are just so much bigger than us, like we just can't get out of the situation, a lot of times we feel pity on ourselves. We feel helpless. Like, oh man, how do we get out of this situation? How do I get out of this situation? I don't know how I'm gonna get out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, this is the end all be. It's not the end all be all. This is not the end of your life. You know, we go through every single situation that we go through is only a test. It's only a test of your faith. It's also to propel you forward. It is to push you into purpose. Okay, so whatever you're going through, you have to know that you're bigger than that thing. You're bigger than the situation that you're going through. You're bigger than the betrayal. You're bigger than the lies, the manipulation, the judgment, the backstabbing, the all that. Okay, you are so much bigger than that. And regardless of what it is that you see in the physical, that is not who you are. That does not define you. Okay, you're allowed to become somebody else. You're allowed to create your own reality. So you have to believe bigger, faster. Think bigger, faster. And if you don't think big, fast, you're going to continue to sit in the pity. You're going to continue to feel sorry for yourself. You're going to continue to feel low and depressed and just down in the dumps, like life is just defeating you. But it's not. Life is not defeating you. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. Life is happening for your benefit. Things that happen around you, they're happening for you. They're happening for you to get the good out of it and go forward, move forward, period. Is that an eagle? I don't know if that's a buzzard or an eagle. But they don't just happen. Nothing happens by coincidence either. I need us to know that. Everything happens for a reason. And you might be going through a tough situation, a toxic situation, an abusive situation. You might be somewhere that you don't want to be. You might be homeless. You might just lost a job. You might be broke. You might have just lost all your money. Like, regardless of all that, you are still somebody. You are still who you were divinely created to be. And it's up to you to become that person, because nobody is gonna say, here you go, here's a life that you want. No, you have to create that. You have to create an environment. You have to create an environment to become that person. And if you don't become that person, you'll never get the life that you want. You'll never get what you desire out of life, what you want out of life. Okay, sun is pretty bright. It was like not this bright when I first started this video, but I'm gonna keep going regardless. But I need us to understand that thinking bigger, faster, and creating our own reality faster, and focusing on that regardless of the distractions, that's how you're gonna get out of this situation, when you start to think bigger. So I want you to see that situation that you're in as sorry y'all, I just saw my dream truck pass here. Yes, that's always a sign that I'm on the right track, when I see my dream truck. Let me put this cloth over my camera because I don't want it to get hot. But anyway, we have to see somebody betraying us or backstabbing us or talking bad about us as not, oh, they talking about me, so that's who I am. Not being offended by it, but saying, okay, that's who that person is. I need to distance myself from this person. I need to just not say much to this person. I need to put them in their place. Okay? That's for you to set boundaries. That's for you to know who is supposed to go with you to your next level and who is not. That's not for you to be down in the dumps because somebody's talking bad about you. That's not for you to sit around offended because somebody is talking about you. No. When you ask God for the vision that he has for your life, he starts to show you who you were divinely created to be. He starts to show you glimpses of your future. He starts to show you who you are supposed to become. And he doesn't show you that for you to get all excited and just know, and just, well, yes, get excited, but for you to just be excited for a moment and then just throw it away. No, that's for you to hold on to. That's for you to focus on. Okay, that's for you to write that thing down. Every time God gives me a glimpse of who I am becoming, who he divinely created me to be, I write it down, and that's what I focus on. And that's how I get out of situations that I go through. That's how I'm able to ignore the naysayers, ignore the people who talk bad about me, ignore the people who are negative towards me. That's how I'm able to do that. And it's we're no different. We all have that power within us to say, I know who I am. I know what I came here to do. I know who God says I am. And that's what I'm going to walk in. And you're going to eventually start to see that thing play out in your physical reality. So don't pay attention to the physical reality. You have to pay attention to who you're becoming. So start writing. Start writing. Get you a journal and just start writing out your thoughts and who you want to become, what you want to do in life, who you want to help. How do you want to add value to the earth, to the world? How do you want to help people? You know, think about helping somebody. When you think about helping somebody, whatever you're going through in life or whatever you've struggled with all your life or all your adult life, or the area that you've struggled with the most, that's probably where you're going to be helping somebody. The areas that you struggled in life, that's where you're going to be helping somebody else, because you've overcome that thing. Now you get to help somebody else do it. But you got to help yourself first. You got to help yourself out of that situation first. How do you help yourself? By becoming who you were divinely created to be, by walking like that person, talking like that person, slowly becoming that person. That's how you're going to get out of those situations where you just feel so pitiful and down in the dumps and sad and depressed and all that. That's how you leave that stuff behind and say, the past doesn't even exist. That used to be me, but now it's not me anymore. This is my lifestyle now. This is who I am now. And the more you're able to become that person and walk like that person, talk like that person, help somebody like that person would help people, and help and give out valuable information, you become more and more of that person every single day. You transform. You start to transform into that person that you were divinely created to be. And people get to sit there and watch that. The people that you're helping, they're watching you become more and more and more. And as you become, the right people start to come in your life. The people that are going to help you start to come in your life. The people that you are going to help start to come in your life. The resources, the money, the opportunities, and abundance, just an overflow starts to come into your life. So don't worry about what's going on right here and right now. It's going on to help you. And when you can think like that, when you think of, okay, this is happening to help me and not to harm me. This is happening to propel me into purpose and not to stop me. Okay? So, but whenever you see that, whenever you have that, those people in your life that are just destined, they are just, I wouldn't say destined, but they are just committed to belittling you and just bringing you down in the bucket with them and just pulling you backwards and just like dead weight to you. When you have those people in your life, you have to eliminate those people. You have to put those people in their place. Hey, you got to stay over here. You can't go with me over here. I love you. God bless you. But I'll see you later. Like, I can't take you with me. You played your part in my life. You played your role in my life. And now the show is over. You don't get to be a part of the next show. That's how we have to treat people. That's how we have to not treat them, but that's how we have to deal with people. We have to put them in their place and know that there's bigger for us. Know that we got bigger fish to fry, basically. And I know y'all done heard that. Know that you have bigger and better things to go after in life, rather than sitting around arguing with somebody, sitting around bickering and talking about folks and gossiping and judging people for how they choose to live their lives. No, that's not our business. That's not our business. And your business isn't somebody else's business. So when they make it their business, let them. Let them. I'll talk about that in another video too. Let them. You got to let people be who they are, because you can't change who people are. That toxic situation that you're going through, you can't change that. The only thing you can change is you. The only thing you're responsible for changing is you and how you choose to deal with that person. But you have to know that you are the most powerful, energetic, resourceful human being on this earth. You are one of those. You were created so divinely. And when you understand the power that you carry, to be able to go out and help somebody else change their life and transform in who they were created to be, when you realize and understand that you have that power to overcome those little situations that you done been through, that you done went through, that you're currently going through, you can change your entire reality because of who you are, just by existing. And people will hate that. People will be mad at that. People hate when somebody just can exist in who they are. And just by opening their mouth, they helping people change their lives and leading people back to God. People hate that. The enemy can't stand that. So yeah, they gonna talk. Let them. Yeah, they gonna backstab you. Yeah, she thinks she all that. Oh, she done changed. Oh, who she thinks she is. Baby, that's just a projection of who they are within themselves. That's it. And that ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't take that personal. Stop getting offended when somebody call you out of your name, anything other than a child of God. Don't let that hurt you. Don't let that offend you. Hold on, y'all. Let me check my battery. Okay, it's still recording. I had to make sure. But we got to just let things just roll. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. God bless you. And keep moving. That's all you can do. Because you have to focus on what it is that God calls you to do. What it is that you were divinely created to do. What it is that you came on this earth to do. Just like Jesus in the Bible, I study Jesus' character a lot. And how he walked, how he talked, how he moved, how he treated people regardless of how they treated him, how he was patient. He was so kind and loving and genuine and just so warm, you know. Like, I want to be that, and I try my best to embody that every single day, because he knew what he came here to do. He knew what he was put on this earth to do. He came to heal the sick, raise the dead, and be an example and be the light. And we have to embody that. We have to cultivate that spirit within us to be that, to become just like that. No, we're not going to be perfect. We're human. We're going to make mistakes. We're flawed human beings, and we're going to make mistakes. Yes, but we have to still repent, turn from our wicked ways, and become the person that we were divinely created to be. That don't mean we're not going to make mistakes. We're not going to, you know, I'm going to speak from my own experience, marry the wrong men, be in toxic relationships, not knowing our worth, not knowing who we are, just out here going whichever way the wind blows, settling for less. You know, when you don't know your worth, you settle for less. When you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. I promise you that. I've been there, done that, got a t-shirt for it, and I threw the t-shirt away. I ain't even take it to the Salvation Army. But no, like, when you don't know your worth, you will fall for anything. You will fall for the mistreatment. You will fall for people calling you out your name, because you don't have a vision for your future. You don't know who you are. You just out here existing and just joining in with the crowd. You know you different. You know you were created differently. You know you ain't supposed to be out here doing what everybody else do, living a mediocre lifestyle. That ain't what you were created to do. And once we realize the power that we have within us, our life changes for the better. But you have the power to create your own reality. You don't have to stay down in the dumps because of a situation that you just went through. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. You, like, when you got God, the battle is already won. The enemy is already defeated. You already have the victory. So you have to walk like you have the victory. And when you have God, you're moving in faith. Everything is a faith walk. This entire thing is a faith walk. And you can't walk by sight. We have to walk by faith. We have to walk by faith and not by sight. So regardless of what's going on outside of us, we can't let that get us down. Walking by faith is a spiritual walk. So you have to focus on the vision that you have for your life. Focus on the vision that God has given you for your life. And baby, you can come out of any situation when you walk by faith, regardless of how people treat you, you know. It doesn't matter, because what's going to happen is everything that the enemy meant for bad, everything that the enemy meant for bad, God is turning around for your good. That means that everything that you think is happening to you, and you think people are doing to you, no, is happening for you, for your benefit, for you to elevate, for you to propel into your purpose. That's what that is. Okay, so it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And you have to think big in order to understand that it's happening for you. And you have to think big enough, stretch yourself, ask God to stretch your capacity and give you the wisdom of why you're in this situation and what it is that He's trying to teach you so that you can move to your next level. That was a mouthful. But know that you are bigger, know that you are stronger. Something else that I wrote here: think bigger faster, believe God faster, and take the first step faster. When you make the first move, everything follows. It's like, I think I'll make that another video, but I'm gonna just touch on it real quick. But taking the first step towards what it is that you want to go after, taking the first step is what's going to set you free. is what's going to give you confidence. But you got to continue to take the steps. You got to continue to ask God for direction and clarity, because the more you take steps, the more you move forward, the more confident you are, the more bold you are, the more you're willing to just take risks and know that God's got your back. So that's that. But I would tell anybody to start building your relationship with God and get serious about it. Just go all in, and you don't have anything to lose. You have everything to gain. You don't have anything to lose. I promise you, you don't. And so we have to know that regardless of what it is that we're going through, what it is that is happening around us, we have inner peace. We have peace in here because we have a genuine, caring heart. We're not an evil person, right? We love freely, you know, regardless of the things that have happened to us, regardless of the things, the mistreatment we've been through, regardless of how people have treated us and betrayed us and lied to us and whatever, regardless, we still love freely. And that's how Jesus was. He loved freely. He just gave his love regardless of what people did to him and what people said to him and how people treated him. And that's how we have to be. You know, it's a powerful thing to still be able to be that, to embody that still, regardless of what's happened outside of you. You're still the same person. You're still the person that has that genuine, pure heart. So continue to be that, continue to walk in that, continue to become and transform into the person that you were divinely created to be. My favorite scripture, one of my favorite scriptures is Romans 12:2. It says to be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you can prove that good, perfect, acceptable will of God. We have to transform our minds and renew our minds through Christ. Renew our minds by getting new knowledge, you know, reading books, getting coaching, getting mentorship. I'm a coach, by the way. But anyway, getting coaching, getting mentorship, getting guidance, you know, going to therapy, listening to audiobooks every day, just getting that new knowledge and reprogramming your mind. We literally have to reprogram our subconscious minds in order to see and know that we can become somebody different, know that there is something different out there and we are capable of going after that thing. Once I started building my relationship with God, that's when my mind started transforming. But it's like I knew before, I always knew God, but I didn't have no relationship with God. So it was like I knew that I was meant to do something big, but I just didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was put here to do. So I would always find myself in these situations, and then I would get out and it would be easy for me to let it go. But I didn't know that I would sweep that stuff under the rug and not actually properly heal from it and then get into another situation and just go through the same thing. But when I realized that it's all a cycle, God helped me realize that it was all a cycle and that I needed to properly heal from all that stuff that I swept under the rug in order to become who I'm divinely created to be. And I couldn't. I gotta make sure it ain't no snake back there, y'all, because my dad just killed the snake. He killed the snake recently. But anyway, my mind had to be reprogrammed, and still, like, it's a constant reprogramming every single day. So it's not just a one-time thing. Like, you're constantly being reprogrammed every single day. You're constantly getting new information. You're constantly helping people, you know, the new information that you're learning and that you have grown confident in. You're able to share it with somebody else now. And so, like, it's all a process and it's all a journey, but get focused on you and your transformation and who you're becoming. Get focused on the vision that God gave you for your life. Get focused on who it is that you want to become. Okay, that's your main focus. No, it doesn't matter. The naysayers, it doesn't matter about the naysayers. Like, regardless of what's going on, just still be joyful, still be loving, still be kind, still be generous, still be helpful, you know, and just be a good person, because people have a lot of toxicity in their hearts, and they don't even know it. They just out here going whichever way the wind blow them and letting the enemy use them against people, to hurt people, to just and they don't know that they're hurting themselves. So just, you have to pray for these people. You have to pray for people who, you know, project their hurt onto other people, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, whatever. People who project their hurt onto other people, they just need prayer. Just pray for them. That's all you can do. You can't change them, right? You can't change them. The only thing you can do is pray for them, love them, and be an example. Just be the light. That's it. So yeah, that's it for this video. I know I made it long. I wanted it only to be 10 minutes, but it's like 27 minutes probably. But yeah, think bigger, faster. Think bigger, faster, believe God faster, and take that first step faster. You got to do it. You're responsible for doing that, okay? Nobody else is responsible for that. Nobody but you. You're in charge of your life, and you have the power to overcome whatever it is that you're going through. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below something that you're struggling with, and I can probably make a video from it. But I'm definitely going to be making these type of videos probably earlier in the morning, because the sun is like beaming now. It's probably like 11 o'clock. But I just wanted to come out here and talk to y'all about that, and yeah, give you something to go off of today. I hope y'all have a safe and happy day. Today is Tuesday for me. I don't know if I'm gonna upload it today or not, but more than likely I will. But today is Tuesday. Yeah, have a great day, and I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.